all that fun stuff. Oh my gosh, my cats drive me crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. So as a lot of you guys know already that I'm new to Booktube, new to YouTube. Yeah, and I was looking at some newer booktubers that I haven't followed, like the not as popular ones. I was just trying to find new people to follow and just try to be more diverse in the people that I watch. And I came across a girl that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Astoldbyjohely. Oh, I forget how she pronounced it. Julie? Oh, I forget. But she did a video when she like came up with her own questions and stuff. And it's a book tag. And this will be my first book tag. And I figured since I'm new, I might as well try it. And the tag is the Booktube Tag. Touche, girl. Touche. So anyways, so I've been filming and stuff, other things, but I figured, hey, why not do a new book tag, because Lord knows I need to like kind of introduce myself a little bit more so than like what you guys kind of already know about me. So anyways, okay, the first question is, why did you decide to join Booktube? That's tough. I have always enjoyed Booktube. I've been watching Booktube for years now. I don't know, I enjoy the community. I would socialize with everyone in their comments and stuff with my regular personal YouTube page that I used to post videos on there, but not of myself talking to a camera, but just dorky stuff. You know, yeah, school projects and stuff like that. So I have my associates in digital media, so I know video production, photography, stuff like that, and I don't feel 100% comfortable being on this side of the camera. I never really have. I've always dodged photos and stuff, so that would, like, I'm interested. I love books so much. I love talking about books. I love the whole Booktube community, but it was like I was really nervous and scared, I would say, and insecure to be sitting here talking to a camera by myself about books. And that's pretty much what was holding me back, has been like my own insecurities and just not being super comfortable with, I guess, myself. Not comfortable enough to where I'm putting it out there for everyone to watch, because as a viewer, I know what it's like. You just watch these booktubers, and sometimes viewers get critical and judgy, and I don't really want that, of course, but you get the good with the bad, I guess. So I decided, hey, why not? Why not try this thing? Because right now I am almost 8 months pregnant, and I work part-time doing graphic design work and stuff like that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do once the baby is here. So maybe this could be a thing for me to do, because I do enjoy all this, everything involved in this, and it has sparked my creativity, and it has made me feel like tap into the things that I used to really enjoy doing, because it's been a long time where I've like looked forward to filming something or taking photos or just being creative. It's been a while. I haven't felt that way. So I think that's mainly the reason, and everything that comes with Booktube, like the community I mentioned before. I just want to be a part of that community, I guess. And there's so many people that I follow that I feel like if we were together in person, we would be friends. Because there's a lot of people out there that I feel like I can relate to and I enjoy, and people are funny, and so yeah, I think that's probably my long-winded answer for only number one. Ugh. So number two, what does your channel name mean? So my channel name right now is nw.reader. I live in the Pacific Northwest. I live in Washington, so Northwest Reader. It's kind of, it is what it is. There's no like innuendo or secret code or anything like that. It's just, I like the name. I like living in Washington. I love Washington, actually. So yeah, question three. What new and unique things will you bring to Booktube? That's tough, because you kind of, I like to say that I'm fairly creative. I think like right now I'm trying to figure out my flow and the whole system, and I'm watching other people's like, I don't want to say studying them, but just like how they do things, because I know the basics of YouTube and all that fun stuff, but just the like what people are interested in, and I would like to create something different. And like right now all my stuff is pretty much standard Booktube stuff, but I'm still trying to just figure out my voice in the group, in the community, I guess, because I'm still new and I'm still trying to adjust and be comfortable talking to a camera. But also I'm all about supporting one another and working together to do things. I love readathons. I finally did the reading rush. I enjoyed that so much. I would like to lead one of those or participate or help out with that, like in some way or somehow, like design something or come up with something. Like I would love to just collaborate, and I thrive with that type of stuff. And I just like to get to know more people and on another level other than viewer and booktuber. I mean, it'd be cool if I can come up with original content, but that's tough because there's so many people on Booktube. Like, but maybe I'll just like, something will hit me, hopefully. But yeah, that's what I hope to bring. Number four, what genres will you be talking about on this channel? I would like to talk about a variety, because I want to step out of my comfort zone and read things that I normally would not read, just to see how I feel about it, because I don't want to be in a box, you know, like I only read horror, I only read mystery, or I only read sci-fi. I don't want to be like that. I want to be out of my comfort zone, because I've seen a few booktubers who've done that and it just helped them realize they really don't like a certain genre. But I kind of would like to do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. There are genres I'm not a huge fan of. I didn't really read YA or anything until I started following booktubers, because YA is like such a big thing with everyone, and there's been quite a few where I've read, especially the romance, and I'm just like, I cannot. It's frustrating. Like the tropes, everything, I can't get into it. And sci-fi, if it's like super duper sci-fi, like crazy, I'm in space and we have to describe the history of this planet and species, and it's like 800 pages long, I struggle. Like, I'm not a super technical person. Like, I just like to just go with the flow. I don't like super detailed. That's why, like, for example, The Martian, great movie. And then I know the book is terrific because everyone says it's terrific, but in the beginning when he's talking about the freaking poop and planting potatoes, it was like, I feel like it was pages and pages and pages long and so technical, and I'm like, what is the point of this? I'm never gonna be in a spaceship having to plant these potatoes in dirt and poop, you know, like, And I know now you can just like, just go through it real quick and just breeze through it, but I get fixated on just the facts, and then I just can't. I have a hard time. Another genre, I guess, would be classics. I kind of struggle with. Yeah, high fantasy. Like if it's super, I wish because I like some fantasy, like V. Schwab. Like I can handle her fantasy stuff, but gosh, like some of it, it's just, it goes over my head. There's 50 million names. I'm not going to remember them, especially right now, being pregnant. I can't remember 2 seconds from now. So yeah, like those are the ones. But my most favorite though is like horror and mystery and like some contemporaries, like adult contemporaries. I like, I don't know, and romances. I do enjoy romances. Like, question 5. What are your top 5 favorite books? Like as a child, as a preteen, I really enjoyed Go Ask Alice. This is gonna be random. Out of all Stephen King novels, I really enjoyed Blaze. It's a random book, but oh my goodness, it brought so much emotions out of me that I would consider rereading that. The third one, it's a more recent read. There's a lot of recent reads that they're amazing. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. That was amazing. I love that book so much, and I flew through that thing so fast. I really enjoyed Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. And that surprised me because it's a sci-fi and it's like a YA, but it had me hooked. And the 5th book I would say would be my top 5. Like going back to childhood books, Ramona book. I really enjoyed those books as a kid. And once my child is here, I'm going to want him to read them or read to him the books. So I would say those. Number 6, where do you enjoy reading? Child, I enjoy reading everywhere. I enjoy reading on my couch, outside, in bed. I enjoy reading pretty much anywhere. If it gets, like sometimes my husband will work from home, and if he's like just busy talking on the phone and I'm trying to read, I'll just leave the house and then I'll go to the Barnes & Noble / Starbucks, and I'll just take my book to that Starbucks and just like drink a tea and relax and just read in the cafe, because it's nice and relaxing. 7, bookish this or that. Okay, paperback or hardback? Paperback. I love the feeling of paperback books over hardcover books, because a lot of times with my books I like to tab them or leave sticky notes in them or something, especially if I really enjoy the book. And I just feel weird doing that to my hardcover books. I don't know, I just feel like it's more permanent. I can't describe it, but it's like paperback, it's more I feel more tactile, and I can just, I know people freak out about bending the spine and the cover, but I like to be engrossed in my book. And then with a hardback, I feel rigid, and it can be just like awkward and uncomfortable sometimes. So I would prefer paperback, but I still buy hardback, especially if it's a new release I really want. I'm gonna do it. Fantasy or contemporary? Contemporary. Fantasy sometimes can just completely lose me, and a lot of fantasy movies, I'm just not into it. I don't know. I like contemporary. I like realistic things, I guess. Stories I can relate to, not too fantastical, but I do like some, not gonna lie. Backlist books or new releases? Probably I get more hyped on new releases, especially when a freaking booktuber is showing arcs or talking about new releases. Then I'm like, oh, I get really into it and I get excited about it, and then 70% of the time it's a letdown. But I try to postpone and like wait. Yeah, I'd say new releases. Library or bookstore? I have been doing so much better this year with the library. I love my library. It's been great. It's been so helpful. Like during the reading rush, 80 to 90% of my books were library books. It saved me a lot of money. But oh, I have a problem with just buying books. I know I do. But I've been doing much better. I would say a little bit of both. Series or standalones? I have a hard time sticking with series. I enjoy standalones more often, but I'll just read the first book of a series. Usually I'm indifferent about it. Like there's not too many series I think I've actually read. Like my husband, he reads books upon books upon books in a series. He'll read a whole freaking series in a month, it seems. Like 8 books. He's a reader. A quick one at that, and I just get bored with it sometimes, especially if it's the same thing over and over and over and over again. I'm like, okay. I think the only series really that I read were like V.C. Andrew books when I was a teenager. Enemies to lovers or friends to lovers? That's tough because I feel like I've read way more enemies to lovers than friends to lovers, because like I would say enemies to lovers because usually the sexy time scenes are really good, but I don't know, I'm indifferent. I'm fine with either or. Villain to hero or hero to villain? I love villains. I like them to stay villains. But it's awesome to see a villain to hero, of course. But it can also be interesting to see a hero become a villain, or where they're teetering on the line of hero or villain. So, I mean, I'm kind of a little bit of both, I guess. Love triangle or insta-love? Love triangle. I hate insta-love stuff. That's my main gripe with a lot of the YA romances. It's just insta-love, and I can't, it's just attraction, like lustful attraction, and it's mixed up with insta-love, and I can't stand it sometimes. So yeah, love triangle. Give me that all day. Question 8. What are some challenges you think you will face on YouTube? Probably, because I don't have any issues, I think, with filming. Excuse me, but making time to edit and then get them out in time is going to be a challenge. Coming up with a schedule, trying to figure that out is going to be a challenge. Getting viewership, likes, subscriptions, stuff like that. I think that will be my biggest challenge, is trying to get people to come to my page and watch and be interested in what I have to say. We'll see. But I think those are my biggest challenges for real, is because like right now my channel has like 5 subscribers, which is adorable. And it's funny because I'll joke with my husband, like, oh my gosh, I just got a subscriber. I have a 5th subscriber. And then he's like, oh, that one was me. I'm like, thank you, babe. It's awful, but yeah, I just have to, I guess my challenge is my patience. It's everyone that I've watched, everyone's Booktube that I've watched where they made a video about starting out on Booktube, they say it took years for them to even get somewhat of a following. So I'll just wait. I just have to be patient with myself and be kind and just keep reaching out and trying to communicate and network, and I just want to get to know people, like genuinely get to know people and hopefully become friends. That'd be nice. But yeah, this was me taking a stab at the Noobtube. I forget what it was tagged, but yeah, new Booktube person, noob person tag thing. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, awesome. You deserve everything. If you're at all interested in future videos, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. If you have any advice, leave a comment down below. I will read it. I'm open to anything, quite honestly, like advice, suggestions, whatever. Just, yeah. Thanks for watching.